to part 1 of the Successful Learner Workshop, Ace That Test. In this short tutorial, you will learn the symptoms of test anxiety, the physical and mental causes of test anxiety, as well as tips on how to overcome test anxiety. Also during this tutorial, you will be taking a short quiz to help you discover if you truly have test anxiety or if instead you have a healthy level of stress and tension before and during a test. Test anxiety is a highly elevated worry about having to take a test, causing unpleasant mental and physical symptoms. Some of these symptoms may include nausea, sweating, anxiety, stomach butterflies, shortness of breath, irritability, pounding heart, headache, shaking, and yes, even blanking out. The flight or fight response is a physical and psychological response to danger that dates back to prehistoric times for the purpose of survival. When a human is confronted with a threat, the hypothalamus of the brain sends a signal to the adrenal glands of the kidneys to release adrenaline and corticosteroid hormones into the body. These chemicals are circulated in the bloodstream, primarily to the heart, lungs, and muscles, to prepare you to fight or flee. These chemicals cause changes in your body that allow you to circulate blood quickly to your muscles. Unfortunately, the body does not consider the brain or digestive system to be all that important in getting away. Blood carrying nutrients and oxygen for effective cell function is directed more toward the torso and muscles of the arms and legs. The body does not differentiate between a physical threat and a perceived psychological threat. So for someone with test anxiety, the reaction to a test is no less intense than it would be to an approaching bear. Just like every organ in your body, your brain is made of cells and requires blood, with nutrients and oxygen, to allow those cells to function properly. With the reduced blood flow to the brain experienced during test anxiety, your brain cells cannot function well, and you may not be able to effectively remember what you know. Let's take a few minutes now to try to decide if you truly have test anxiety. The test anxiety questionnaire consists of a series of statements. You will read each statement and assign each one a number based on the following scale as it applies to you. Use the scale indicated here to rate each statement. If what is described in a statement never happens to you, assign that statement a 1. If it rarely happens, assign it a 2. If it sometimes happens, give it a 3. If it often happens, give it a 4. And finally, if it always happens to you during a test, give it a 5. Go ahead and take the questionnaire. Don't overthink each statement. Go with your gut reaction. Write each number down on your piece of paper, and when you are done, add all of your numbers together. When all of the statements have appeared on this slide, pause the video until you have completed the questionnaire and added up your score. As you can see, if you scored between 10 and 19 points, you have no true test anxiety issues. Even having scored 20 to 29 points probably means you do get stressed before and during a test, but this level of stress is healthy and normal. However, if you scored 30 points or above, you probably do have true test anxiety and could benefit from the following tips to help you cope with and hopefully overcome this very natural human phenomenon. There's no better way to go into a test with confidence than to be well prepared. Study the new material covered in each class within 24 hours of the class. If you learn the material as you go, there will be no need to cram the night before a test. Avoid last-minute studying. Instead, watch a funny movie or TV show or read a funny book. When you laugh, your body is flooded with feel-good hormones called endorphins, and the effects of those calming hormones last up to 45 minutes. So the night before the test, simply review what you've already learned and then get plenty of rest. And don't forget to feed those brain cells with a high protein, light meal or snack before taking the test. Avoid showing up for the test early or late. If you show up early, other students in your class will be talking about the upcoming test, and this will add to your stress. And of course, showing up late for anything creates stress as well. Sit with a confident posture, and don't forget to breathe. Your brain cells need oxygen to utilize the nutrients you are sending them. Slow your breathing down by breathing in through your nose to the count of 4 and out through your mouth to a count of 4. Think positive thoughts and don't forget to smile and even chuckle silently to yourself. Think about something funny to keep releasing those feel-good endorphins. And don't forget to reward yourself after the test for having done the very, very best that you could. Don't stress about things that grades do not indicate. Grades do not measure your overall intelligence, creativity, or your worth as a person. Focus on what grades really are. Give some serious thought to the last 2 bullets that will appear on this slide. A simple change in study habits and taking advantage of tutoring opportunities may be just the boost you need to improve your test scores and ultimately your overall grades. Remember, life is too short to sweat the small stuff. This concludes the tutorial on test anxiety. I hope that you have found this tutorial helpful. If you have any further questions, please come see us in the Learning Lab, room 205, and we will be happy to talk to you about our free tutoring opportunities for improving your learning